This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. So let's get joining, jump straight in, and let's get cracking on with what we need to get done today. We've got a few things to do today, as always. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel as well. Massive welcome to everyone. It'd be nice to hear that it seems to be at the moment, this is me now going to be fully back doing content and doing streams once again. As of pretty much the end of this week will be me confirmed that I will be fully back and everything will be back to normal, which is obviously a good thing. So yeah, hopefully we can maintain that going forward. Certainly in the next couple of months. I will be obviously leaving the army in 2 months' time. So I've got a lot of things to sort out in the next 2 months, as you can imagine. I've also got to try and find a job. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. I'm leaving, but I'm not out officially until November. So I've got until November to find a job, so that's not so bad. But in terms of the other things, I've still got to sort a lot of stuff out for me, obviously, prior to me leaving. But let's crack on anyway. So today we've got a few things we're going to do. So we're going to use, obviously, our Sally because it's a little bit cheaper than our Auger. So you're going to use our Sally, going to go around and we're going to do our main event, which is going to be, obviously, the Crucible of War event at the moment. I've saved it just for the stream. I know I need to sort out the Auger as well. I know. So we're going to go with the Sally on this occasion. It's going to take us about 2 passes. I think on average we can normally average about 80,000 to 90,000. So it should take us about 2 passes to get this done. In terms of the Auger, a quick little update in terms of progression. The Auger, I have managed to upgrade the next weapon. So it's getting there slowly. It is getting there slowly, Simon. So the next weapon's now done. Obviously that's completely bankrupt me with regards to ore, so we're now working on building up the next amount that we need, which is another 2,353, and I have, as you can see, 206, so I don't have a lot. Crystals I'm not too fussed about because I seem to be getting them on quite regularly at the moment, so not too fussed about them. It's just building up the ore again because obviously it just takes an obscene amount of ore to obviously upgrade everything on the ship. So if we can get that one next, then we'll do obviously the armor upgrade, which is a little bit less, which is ideal. Obviously it's quite nice, and then we can do obviously the cargo bay, which doesn't cost any ore in that sense. Cheers, Simon. Cheers. It's slowly getting there. I don't know if the power is slightly different just because my office is on, well, other than Spock, because he is maxed out, but all my other officers are not maxed out officers, so we still got a little bit to do with regards to them. But we're, like I say, we're slowly getting there with the officers. It's always a grind with the officers, I find, so we are slowly getting there though. I think my Kirk, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's actually nearly done. So yeah, so Kirk, oh no, sorry, he's nearly to level 20. So we've got one more after that as well. But yeah, he's not too far off being upgraded. He's only got 38 to go. As well as my Pike, he's only got 11 to go to get upgraded to, I think, level 15 at that point. I can do Carol as well at the moment, and I've only got 15 to get Khan as well, which is also a nice one, because they're the 3 main ones that I'm going for at the moment. So Pike, Khan, and Khan mainly because the added power helps. I feel like it does anyway. I know the abilities are the main things, but I feel like the added power also does play somewhat to a factor when it comes to hitting other ships and stuff like that as well. Especially when it comes to hitting hostiles. I feel like the added power definitely does assist in some ways. as well as obviously having extra power, just being able to obviously use officers on the away missions as well, which at the moment I'm currently not doing any due to last time I checked. I haven't checked at the moment because they should have refreshed by now. They were pretty crap. Oh no, I am doing one, sorry. So I'm doing this one. The only ones I'm doing at the moment are these ones. So I'm only running, it's only 99%, which is doesn't really matter. I'm just going for the inert nanoprobes. It just means I don't have to do it with the Vidar, because as you know, the Vidar takes absolutely forever, because I can obviously max the cargo out on the Vidar, and it just takes forever hitting the level 29s or whatever level it is. So I'm just trying to focus on them so I don't have to do it myself, which is always a beneficial factor. Other than that, we are, as you can see, we've managed to get over 10 million power now as well, which is nice. We've upgraded quite a lot of the station, so we're on two shipyards on our third one at the moment. We've got 2 defense platforms, and then on the inside we've got all of the research buildings and stuff like that, as well as obviously the academy. We've got the shipyards done, so we can upgrade the ops again. Uses all. However, I'm not going to do that just yet because I'm going to save for the auger mainly. So I don't want to do that one as of yet, even though I could do that because it still takes 31 days to do it, so obviously complete, so it's still quite a long time. The research is useful, but at the moment my research, other than this one, let's have a look at the research actually, may as well. Okay, yeah, cool. So we're going to the research. I agree the research is useful. I'm currently working on research for it anyway. My next one I'm working on is just the ore because I'm trying to get as far along the tree as I can. But when it comes to the actual research, I've got 65.9k built up, which in the grand scheme is not a huge amount, but with doing the nanoprobes, it does get a lot of whatever these are called again, service awards. It does get quite a lot of them from doing the nanoprobe missions, and I've been pretty much doing a nanoprobe one every, I'd say, 2 days at the moment, so it does build it up quite quickly. And then I don't do 2 researches at a time when it comes to this research, and each research for this does take a day or so to do, so or a couple of days depending on what type of research it is. But I'm trying to get as far as I can before I get locked out basically. I should be able to, technically I should be able to get all the way to the end here without any issues, but we'll see. And then we'll come back and we'll then start upgrading like the other sections here. So we'd start upgrading these, obviously substantially more, I get that. But other than that, it's going quite well. I need to actually set a research, which would be helpful. What was I working on? I think I was working in this tree, I believe. Oh yeah, just finished that. So I don't need to do that one. Battleships even. What can I do here? What is down here? So full health is increased for Romulan ships. That would be quite useful. Firepower can't do. Armor is increased for all Romulan ships to 18%. I think we're going to go with probably one of these. 4% increase to armor or whole health. Probably the whole health, because at least if we have the whole health we can last a little bit longer in battles. I guess that's kind of useful, I would say. I'm going to do it. Screw it. 6 days, whatever. I'll get knocked down to probably about 5 days with the help. But yeah, I'm not in a rush with that type of stuff anyway, so that's not an issue. Let's get back to actually hitting some stuff, otherwise this is going to take forever. So yeah, that's pretty much what the stream's going to be about. We're also going to do I've built up 613 chests as well, so we're going to open them as well and see what we get from them. I don't know, most of it's obviously hostile hunting. However, I have hit a few armadas in that time. I've hit a few other things as well in that time, so I don't know, I might get surprised and get quite a few added bonuses. Yeah, definitely, Simon, but both are good, so I'll go with the first one and then I'll probably work on the other one after that one's finished. So yeah, they're both good ones to have, so we'll we'll do them both eventually. Everything, like I say, everything research-wise just takes forever at the moment, especially going up the levels. It just does take a long time. If you just joined us, then welcome to the stream. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and it will then notify you saying when I do go live and stuff like that, and I don't have to put it on Discord as often, which is always nice, because sometimes I do forget, and sometimes people miss the streams because I forget to put it up. So I pulled a Hydra blueprint from 49 Trader. It took me 5 attempts to kill one. That's good though. At least you got a blueprint out of it though. But yeah, the 49s are very strong. They are very, very strong. Which is, I don't know. Just got to keep. Obviously, I know you just got to keep building up your ships. Got to keep hitting them with the right crews and stuff like that. And eventually, everything will, fall into place. I've managed to go up a little bit within my alliance tree. I won't show you everyone, but I've managed to move up a few slots. I'm not mid anymore. I'm just above mid. With, like I say, I've managed to break the 10 million barrier in terms of power now. So I'm quite made up with that one, because it's quite an achievement to get over 10 million power, I would say. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Tier 5 Augur should kill one with 2 hits with a max gen. Hi, buddy. Yeah, no, hi, hello. I believe you are Gondolin. I believe it was. Unless you want to be called Genie now, I guess. I don't know. Whichever one you want to be known as. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty late for you, I believe. It should be, well, yeah, about 10:15, I believe it is for yourself. So yeah, a little bit later than me. How come you changed your name, by the way? I'm pretty sure it's Gondolin that I'm talking to. How come you changed your name to Genie? Or unless that was like you've just connected your YouTube account or something, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Yes, I am. Right, just a quick one, everyone. If you see me doing something stupid and hitting chips that are really hard, and I shouldn't be hitting them, like this one, for example. This one's not so bad because I can see it's a different type of ship. But if you see me hitting other ships, then just scream in the chat. I know it's slightly delayed, but just scream anyway, because it's a real big pain in the ass when I have to reset everything. So just scream at me. So I try not to do it as often. Welcome back, John. Yeah, thank you very much. I do have the new battle mode screen. I just need to update blue stacks, which is why I don't have it at the moment. I need to update. This is why all the little stupid tabs. I don't know if you might not be able to see them, but I've got like basically things on the screen. I mean, we could update it really quickly and see if it updates. If that, I don't know, if that helps, I guess. What we can do, right? Let's just do it quickly. See if we can update it quickly. Right, you give it a quick update. Hopefully it updates quickly and then we can get back into the game. Should have done this prior to the stream probably, but it should be pretty quick, I would imagine. I can't imagine it being that slow. And then we can use the battle screen, which is something that I think there's 2 features that I would like in it. There's one feature which is obviously the actual way they've done it, which is perfect. It frees up the screen and allows you to obviously see so much more of the screen. And then there's another way that I want to see it, and I want to see not so much maybe you're in battle with it, but I want to see like a camera view from where you're sitting inside the ship. Like I say, not so much a battle screen, but certainly where you can sit in the ship and you can have a little, you're actually captaining the ship. That'd be again or something that is also pretty cool to see, I would say. So yeah, we'll try out the battle screen itself. Obviously we do blah blah blah, we do have it. There it is. in its all of its glory. So yeah, it frees up the screen so much better. It gets rid of all the clutter. I don't know why it doesn't get rid of the chat. I'd still prefer it to get rid of the chat as well, because it's quite distracting. I'd also like them to not notify me that there's 20 messages that I haven't read, because I don't care. That's another thing that I'd like them to not have in it. But again, it's not the end of the world, and you know what they've done here is made my life so much easier. And to be honest, I can't really moan anymore about it, because I can do that, other than the notifications bar that they haven't sorted as of yet. But who knows, that might come in the future, since they're heading in that type of direction. Your Genie in Dark Knight Free Command and DC, so easier. Geronimo FC. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? FC. Yeah, don't know where you're going with that one, buddy. But yeah, I do like the new battle view, as they're calling it, as such. I do use it more often than not now, just flying around, because I hate all this clutter. I really do hate all the clutter. They could make it so much better, like so much more streamlined. I don't really know why they don't, to be honest, but they could make things a lot more streamlined, in the sense that they already do it somewhat. Instead of having things go across, they should have them coming down. And I've explained this all in another stream, and I'm not going to explain it all again, but basically, you know, they can reorientate a lot of stuff on the screen that it wouldn't then block or impede a lot of the view of the screen. So, like I say, I've explained a lot of this before in the past, and I don't really want to explain all of it again. So we'll leave it at that. And yeah, we'll see what they do in the future. Hopefully they fix a couple of extra things, like I say, that notification and stuff like that. Hopefully fix stuff like that. If they don't, then, you know, we'll have to just keep basically moaning at them to do so. But until then, hopefully they will. So what we're going to do is we'll get about halfway in the stream. So in another, I'd say probably another, we've been on now, what, 20 minutes nearly? I don't even know. I can't even see. I think it's about 20 minutes. But yeah, whatever time it is, in about 20 minutes or so, maybe half an hour, we'll do a... That's when we'll do the chest openings. Please explain. Okay, so if you actually want me to explain, I will explain it and what I'm talking about. So I've explained the notification thing before. That just is the biggest annoyance in literally my Star Trek Fleet Command life. But what I was suggesting is a lot of the stuff on the screen actually doesn't need to be here, because they can be hidden away in other areas, and they can be made smaller as well. For example, do you need to see your own picture? Probably not. Then you can move that across. That one can go up, and you can make a one solid line there. Alternatively, they could have a tab that they already have the tab. Fuck off notifications, Jesus Christ. They already have the tab here. Make that go up, so it doesn't. So you can get rid of it completely. They're completely fine. Haven't got an issue with them. These two here, this help notifications can disappear from here, because you can have it in here where it already is. And this sales can, quite frankly, to be honest, that can just go down here. The home feature, all of this crap at the bottom here, they can all be fitted in down here. All of this can be made smaller, because they don't need to be this big. I know it's for a phone, but whose fingers are that fat? Right, really? To not be able to click these icons. And then this can get moved down here as well. These cannot go that way, but instead go down. And the research, again, doesn't need to be this massive to tell you what it is. They could just be research slot 1, 2, 3, and then they're going to complete when they complete. And then the only difference is if you click on it like that, it tells you what you're doing, which is exactly what it does anyway. So it doesn't need to be that much information with regards to it anyway. But yeah, quick rundown. But that was a quick rundown anyway. I know you didn't want it in the end, Simon, but there you go. There's a quick rundown, just in case anyone didn't know what I was on about, and just in case anyone missed the last couple of streams that I've done with regards to what we've spoke about in the past as well. But yeah, so in about 20 minutes, we'll do the 600 chests, see what we get, and then we'll carry on with doing this basically hostile hunting to complete today's Crucible of War. What's everyone spending their credits on, by the way? I mean, I personally spent them on... Let's have a look. So I spent them on ore, as I need them, obviously, for the auger. I'm actually probably going to go with that one. I don't really need the armadas at the moment because I still have quite a lot left. So we'll get this one as well, just to get the extra crystals, because that's always useful as well. So yeah, we are doing okay overall, I would say. It's just a case of waiting again now to build up to our amount we need for the auger, which is obviously our main ship at the moment. Currently sat just over 2 million. Obviously not one of the most powerful, but it's certainly not one of the weakest as well, so that's kind of beneficial. Gas, and more gas. I agree. I will eventually switch focus and start focusing a lot more on gas. I'm not doing too bad on it though at the moment, I don't think. Considering I'm not focusing on it, I'm actually not doing horrendously bad when it comes to gas. I mean, I've got 1300, nearly 14, and that's a lot of it's been actually used recently. I had about 2000, and I've been using a lot of it to obviously do base upgrades, like the shipyards and obviously the platforms as well. So yeah, we've used quite a lot of it over the last couple of days. Well, last week basically, since we've been upgrading all the other stuff. So yeah, it's been pretty decent in that regard. But yeah, so considering I haven't focused on it at all, we've actually accumulated quite a lot over, the last couple, maybe last month or so, month and a bit maybe. But yeah, so it's been pretty decent. If anyone's got any ideas of what you want to do, see in the future and stuff like that, please do let me know. I'm very open to ideas, whether it be this game or whether it be something else that you want to, want me to try out potentially. That could be a computer game or another phone style game. For example, I've just managed to get to, and I know I talk about it quite a lot as well, so people know what I'm roughly talking about. There's another game I play called Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I've just managed to get to level 85 of that, which is the max level you can get in that game, and I'm working towards getting one of my top rated characters, and we're slowly going through that. I've just managed to unlock a lot of new features because I'm now level 85 in it, and there's something called Galactic War, Galactic Championship, and obviously you can do squad arenas and stuff like that as well. So if you want me to feature that type of stuff as well, it won't be very long. It'll only be like half-an-hour segments of a stream, so most of the content of the stream will still be obviously Star Trek related, i.e. this game or maybe other Star Trek style games. But yeah, if you want me to start featuring maybe some Star Wars as well in that regard, then we can certainly fit them in. And like I say, it won't take very long to complete half of them, maybe 20 to 30 minutes. So it literally won't take very long to complete them. But yeah, it's just something different. It's adds a new element to the streams, a new element to what people can talk about and join in on. I've nearly 4k but need 2.3k more to do all the tier 4 Enterprise guns. Yeah, I've heard the gas is a bit of a nightmare when it comes to the Enterprise. Luckily I don't have an Enterprise as of yet. I will be getting one eventually. Whether I'll be then leveling her up, I don't know yet, because I might have it as a sort of shipyard ornament as such, because obviously it is the Enterprise and it is pretty damn cool. However, when it comes to leveling it up, I don't know whether I'll level it up, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see. Same with the D4. I will be getting that as well, but again, I most likely would definitely not be leveling that one up. The Auger is going to be my main focus, and then probably onto the Jelly as my main explorer type of ship, I would say. Welcome to all the new guys that, I say guys, welcome to everyone that's just joined us, by the way. Welcome to the stream. I don't know why I'm sending you there. Go you even. The only thing I would ask of everyone, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, is to do so. And make sure to hit that like button on the stream, because that helps me massively. And obviously we're trying to grow to 1,000 subscribers. We're currently at, I believe, 831. So we've got 169 to go. So yeah, not a huge amount to go now. So if you, like I say, if you can help me out by sharing it, by getting your friends, family, whoever else to come along, then that would be absolutely amazing. And we did just get a notification, but I did miss it. What the? Who did I miss? Christian Sard, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the subscribe, Christian. Much appreciated. And just a few others that I've missed as well, which is Daniel D. Chico or Kiko. We're going to say Chico. Daniel, welcome to the. Thanks for subscribing as well. And then last two, which is Vlad and Walter. Again, once again, thank you for subscribing to the channel there. Much appreciated. And yeah, it just helps me one more step closer to the goal, like I say, which is 1,000 subscribers, which is going to be, hopefully grow on to be one of the biggest. Ideally, I'd like to grow on to be one of the bigger, Star Trek Fleet Command channels. Hopefully, you can see why I want to progress that far. And hopefully you enjoy the content enough and enjoy me enough to want me to get that high as well, potentially. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. See what happens. But it would be nice. Would definitely be nice. Who knows? They might even offer me an association with Scopely, but I don't know whether I'll accept that, to be honest. Now, I did ask them, but they they didn't even respond to me. I asked them, they said they'll look into it, and they never got back to me, so I find that extremely rude. So I don't know whether I'll even bother if they ask in the future. I might just go it alone as such. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, once the ship blows up, we'll do the chests. I know it's a little bit earlier, but I didn't realise it was going to blow up this soon. How far are we in to it? We're actually further than I thought. We're 110,000. There's me saying 80,000. Yeah, a lot less. A lot more even. Right, let's just get it blown up then. Probably going to blow up on this one, I would imagine. And then we'll do the chests. See what we get from the chests, which will always be, which is a nice surprise potentially. Right, there's that. So we'll get you repaired. May as well use that up. And then boop boop boop. Last two. One more for 10 minutes. And then we'll get it headed up, and then we'll do a chest. Right, here we go. Let's have a look at this. So we've got 637 chests to do. Let's see what we can get from them. Obviously, it's going to be 50 at a time, so just bear that in mind. So we've got speed ups is okay. I quite like the speed ups, and the repairs, they're quite nice as well. So we've got a few Romulan messages. So obviously we've hit a few scouts over the last couple of weeks, which is nice. What else have we got in here? More speed ups. Officer XP is always nice to get because it's really, really hard to come by. Quite a substantial amount of it. Got more messages, again, all good stuff. Nothing else in there that sort of piques my interest. The messages are good though. I like the messages. Like I say, it just means we've hit quite a lot of them over the last couple of weeks. More speed ups, but again, nothing spectacular. I think it'll be near the end, or when we do this. I think most of it will be near the end. More messages again. We should have quite a few built up now. Then most of the end stuff I think will be the Armada stuff. We should get some Armada stuff. There we go. It starts to come through now. So we've got quite a few rares there. A bit of epics, uncommons, and then more directives and stuff like that, which is always nice. But yeah, we should start seeing a few rare stuff here. There we go. As I was saying, the Armadas, we did hit quite a few of them. I just didn't do anything with them, the chests. So yeah, we've got 1,700 there. Another couple, 11k on the Armada on that one. which is always nice to come with a chest. And then we've just got some basic stuffs here, which is always, again, the repairs and the speed ups are always nice. They're always nice ones to get. Got another Eclipse directives for that one. We did hit quite a few of them actually at the start of the month, last month that is. Obviously I know we're in the start of June, so I'm talking about start of May. But yeah, overall it's I feel like you should get more in the chest. I mean, these are okay. I mean, the speed ups are nice and the repairs are nice, but you only get up to 15, which I think is a bit of a, I think it's a bit crap really. I feel like you should get maybe a little bit more. I'm not asking for much, but it's just a little bit more messages. I got quite a bit of messages then, it seemed. Certainly probably 300 or 400 of messages. Right, that's everything. So not too bad there. With regards to faction, let's go to my Klingon, since that's where the messages for them are. So we got about 300 messages, which is pretty decent. We can do 2 pulls of the chests, I believe. Yeah, we can. So we can do 2 pulls of this, which is always nice. As you can see, we are building up towards again D4. So we've got 88 out of 150 at the moment, which is not too bad. So we're just over halfway now. And then with the Enterprise, we're building that up slowly as well, but that's so much slower. We've only got 42 out of 150 with the Enterprise, so that one's going to take substantially longer to get, unless I really focus on it hard, but I don't know whether I'm going to do that. Whilst we're here, I know we can do a scoundrel thing. Yes, we've got 12 more. Boom. Let's pull that. There we go. We've been pulling that pretty much every day for the last couple of days as well. We don't have any of that. We don't have any of that. Romulan. Yeah, we're going quite well, I'd say. We're going quite well. We're just waiting for the ship to arrive anyway, so it's not like we've got anything to do right this second. What else can we talk about? What's this officer stuff? Did we get enough shards to do a pull? Yeah, we just this little one. Yeah, we may as well wait until we do the dailies, and then we can just do the 100 pull. Speaking of dailies, we should be able to complete it now. There we go. Because, like I said, we have been hitting quite a lot, so should be able to do that. Get that. We need to do the swarm, because for some reason my Franklin, I have been hitting like over 50 with the Franklin, but for some reason today it decided not to hit over 50. I decided to hit 46, which was kind of annoying because it means normally I can get everything done in one pass now on the Franklin, but for some reason, like I say, today it decided to make me do 2 passes, which is kind of annoying to be honest, because I didn't really want to go back there and do another pass, but you know, it is what it is. I've got hardly any bloody officer XP now as well. So we'll pull this 100. Hopefully get some Chen maybe. You know, yes. That's exactly what we want. We just want Chen. She's so close. She's only 22 away from being maxed. So that's basically what I'm saving up for now, is getting a max Chen, because that she makes so much difference. It's like she's such a good officer to obviously have on board. So yeah, it's definitely want to try and get her maxed out as soon as possible. But yeah, so we're doing quite well overall, I would say. We are doing pretty well. Right. Where are we going to go after? So we got this to do. We've done the dailies, pretty much. So we'll get rid of the screen. There's no more events, I don't believe. Yeah, we just got this one to do, and then we've done them events and stuff. Not wrong one. You right? Let's hit the rest of these, and hopefully won't take us too long to do these. We'll go and take our Franklin up to the swarms, and we'll go and hit the rest of the swarms, which there's only 4 of them, but we might hit a few more just to get the modulators. Trying to figure the word there. Yeah, we'll hit a few more to get the modulators, I think, and then let's should be pretty deep, because normally I can max out a Franklin's cargo now. I just need to sort of work out why it didn't hit as much as it did last time. I'm still a little bit unsure with regards to that one. But yeah, obviously we've got the rest of... Does anyone know when the next arc is coming out? I don't think I've actually looked and seen when any announcements. I personally haven't really looked into it. So I don't know if when the next arc is apparently meant to come out. I presume it's meant to come out maybe in a couple of weeks' time, because they normally have maybe a week or like a couple of weeks between arcs. So I'm presuming it's going to come out in a couple of weeks' time, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So yeah, who knows? And again, I imagine the next arc's going to be the next chapter within the next generation. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to put a whim on it and say it's going to be obviously part 2 of the next generation. My opinion, there should be at least 4 parts to the next generation. In terms of obviously arcs, should be at least 4 parts, in my opinion, because the next generation is one of the biggest, well, I think it is the biggest Star Trek series out there. So there's a lot of things that you can cover within it. A lot of things that I want to see within the game come to the game as well. Like I want to see the Borg make a return within the next generation, as they do as part of the series. So I'd like to see the Borg come back. I'd also like to see Borg have their own faction made, so you can actually start maybe getting some of their ships or stuff like that. That would again be also something that would be really nice to see in the game. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see with regards to that one, because I'm not 100% sure what they're going to do, because I don't get the information like a couple of the content contributors do. I don't get that type of information off them. I mean, I could probably ask, and whether they give me it or not, I don't know. But yeah, I don't get that. They don't willingly come to me and update me, so I'll probably have to go and ask and see what the plan is. But yeah, they probably wouldn't give me it. To be honest, probably not. Oop. Smacked me mic there, so I apologise for that one. I spent 15k lat to get 4 shards. Yeah, it doesn't sound amazing. Like, not a very good transfer or ratio. Not a very good ratio at all. $3,750 lat per shard. Yeah. Doesn't sound amazing, to be honest. Not when you say it like that, anyway. The only thing with this battle screen, I love it, that it gets rid of a lot of stuff. The only thing that I would like them to add is see this is now this event's now finished, or not finished, but just past a milestone. I would like a little notification, or not even notification. I would like this to just glow. That there, just make that glow a different color to indicate that I've got through a milestone or something's waiting for me in the event. That would be very, very nice, because at the moment I have to constantly keep going back and forth to see if they're ready, or I've passed an event or stuff like that. Or alternatively, I have to do it in this view, which, as you can tell, is a lot more clustered and not as clean, nowhere near as clean as the other view. So yeah, I still think there's a few improvements they can make with regards to this battle view, but it's a good step in the right direction. I'm going to praise them on that one. It's definitely a good step in the right direction. Making the making the screen cleaner lot like sort of lot more flowy, I would say. Not as cluttered and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely better. I did hear that they announced probably a minimum of 4 arcs. Well, they pronounced 4 arcs. Whether or presumably they're all going to be based on obviously the next generation. In my opinion, there should be a minimum of 4 arcs. Because they could technically speaking do 1 arc for each season of the next generation. Technically, if they wanted to. I mean, that's seven arcs they could smash out with just the next generation, since there is 7 seasons, I believe. So there's a lot of content they can do with the next generation. There is a lot of content they can cover. So I'm hoping they don't rush it and just do it in like, say, your 2 to 3 arcs, /4 potentially. I hope they don't rush it, and I hope they really flush it out. I hope we get a lot of officers. I've already spoke about the officers in the game. They shouldn't have released all of them the way they did. I believe they should have done them in a slightly different way, but again, I'm not going to dwell on it too much about that, because they've done it in a way that they obviously feel is necessary, I guess. Should be next Tuesday or Wednesday, and it will be at least 4 months long for this arc, but most likely more. So the next arc's going to be at least 4 months long. That doesn't make... Do you mean 4 different arcs, presumably? I presume, yeah. Presumably you mean 4 different arcs that are going to span over 4 months. Because I can't see 1 arc lasting 4 months. That's a bit ridiculous, I would say. But yeah, I know what you mean, John. You probably mean 4 arcs over 4 months. The next one starting, obviously, next Tuesday/Wednesday, potentially. Going off their track record, I presume. But yeah, I mean, if it does, then happy days. Starts next week. I don't know if I'll be getting a battle pass. Personally, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, as I've got other bills coming out this month. So I might have to grit it out next month, and might have to just go it alone next month, potentially. And just do it the fully free-to-play method. That is probably the most likely event, I would say. Yeah, so I know what you mean, John. The UK is also... I don't think it's as bad as what is happening in America with regards to people not going back to work because of the furlough. It's called furlough here. I don't know if it's called that. I don't know if that's what you're calling it over in America, but we're calling it the furlough scheme, which is where the government obviously subsidise/pay your wage so you don't have to go to work. They'll pay up to 80% of your wage in the UK. I think it's slightly less now. I think it's up to I think it's 60 or 70% of your wage, and then your company pays obviously the rest, the one that you work for, obviously. But yeah, it's not good. They need to sort of wean off it, because the problem is people getting used to it and getting comfortable staying at home, but still getting the pay that they used to get. And it's really not good for anybody. It's not good for them. It's not good for the companies. It's not good for the economy. So they need to start getting people back into work again. And the only way to do that is just say that you're not going to pay them. Unfortunately, it is. It depends on obviously the companies and stuff, but the best way to do it is to literally just say we're not paying you anymore. So to force them back into work. But I know there's definitely a lot of circumstances where that's not possible, because people have lost jobs because of COVID and stuff like that, and I do sympathise with them quite a lot, because it must be really hard for them at the moment, not knowing whether they'll go back to a job as well is also something on people's minds. So yeah, it's a hard one. It is a tough one, to be honest. How much do these cost? Oh, they're 1,100. That's ridiculous. How many have you got to get to you? Got 11 to get to you. Got Khan, which is 15. We'll go to Khan this time. Thank you very much. Get that. And then yeah, we just got few more. Yeah, I don't really normally talk about a little bit. I don't like talking about politics because obviously everyone has their own opinions and everyone has their own say with regards to stuff like that. But I personally think the furlough scheme, it was a very good idea at the start to prevent people from, to prevent mass unemployment around the world. But there's a time now where people need to start getting back to work and doing their jobs that they should be getting paid to do. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, most arcs I think most arcs are about, I think they're slightly over 20 days. I think every arc is 26 days because every time I finish an arc, I think there's about 5 days left. Because if you complete the daily events every single day, I think you normally have about a 5-day leeway, which obviously goes towards the added bonus missions that you can do now as well. So I think every arc now is, I believe, about 25 to 26 days long, which would make sense because if they run it next, say, Tuesday, that leaves it on the 28th, which means they've got, say, just under 4 weeks to complete it. So they complete it by, say, the 30th. It gives you about 22 days to complete the arc, which is roughly about right. So yeah. Yeah, best jobs are the ones you enjoy doing. You say that. I love doing this, but this is not my job. So I do love doing this, but I'd like to do this as a job because it's very easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's very it's a lot easier than my normal job, and it gets me in touch with all you guys and girls out there in the community. So yeah, it's pretty good in that sense. But yeah, this is unfortunately not my job. So, but it would be good if it was. Yeah, Kenny, you are late. You are late. So I'm putting that on your record. You did turn up late. So just watch out next time. Tell you. Can't be having that. I'm sure you got a valid excuse. I'm sure you got a very valid excuse though. Right, let's just open the rest of these because we did do our pack opening today, so we may as well open the rest of these. Even more stuff there, which is good. Whoa, that randomly turned up on the at the end there. They would make it sound different, like aluminium. Every American's going, "What's aluminium?" It's aluminum. It most definitely is not, good sir. Aluminium. But yeah. I do apologise. You don't need to apologise, Kenny. No need to apologise. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. The words are definitely different. I agree. Aluminium, that's obviously how we say it. Aluminum, which is American. Tomato, which is English. Tomato, it's American, generally speaking. So yeah, there's a few other things. The thing I've found with American language, I know it's English, but American dialect of English, everything is pronounced pretty much as it looks, I would say. So you just sort of look at a word and then just say what you think. I would say that's roughly how it sort of works. Say what you're thinking, and probably 9 times out of 10 going to be correct. That's how it seems anyway, with a lot of American dialects of words. And a lot of stuff as well seems to be very very obvious as well. So it'll be a case of, for example, obviously you call it a sidewalk, we call it a pavement. I mean, sidewalk makes perfect sense in the sense that it's the side of a road and you walk on it. Whereas again, we just call it as a general just pavement. Everything's just a pavement. So yeah, I mean, there's stuff like that. Everything seems very literal. You have to like say exactly what is. The word sort of describes exactly what it is that you're doing potentially on it or something. But then, like I say, that's just my impression of how the American sort of dialect goes of English is essentially. I've been getting 3D away missions, just don't. So, 100% agree, Kenny. I wouldn't even. I mean, the only ones I commit to at the moment, I said at the start of the stream. Obviously, you weren't here, but so I'll just reiterate. I said that one of the big things I was saying that I do like doing on the away missions is the nano probes, and they come pretty much every 2 to 3 days now, and it just means I don't have to go and do Vidar hunting with. I don't have to go and do the hunting with the Vidar, which is always nice. So yeah, it's saving a lot of time. The only downside is the 2-day long away missions. However, the amount that you get from the away mission, it seems to be pretty okay-ish, I would say. It seems to be pretty decent overall. So with my Franklin as well, whilst we're on the topic of the Franklin, we're up to tier 8 now. So we managed to obviously upgrade it quite a while back now. We're working our way towards 1.5 million to get our first weapon upgrade. Obviously it takes freaking forever because it's quite 1.5 million obviously is quite substantial. So yeah, slowly working towards that. For some reason we are quite low in terms of our power. I'm just going to take off all these officers a second and then do them by strength again, and then we're going to just see if we can orientate some of these. Just confirm that a second. There we go. Just takes it off the bottom then, because otherwise they still appear like they're on the ship, which I feel like is a bug. I don't know whether it is a bug, but it certainly feels like a bug. So yeah, but the research, I haven't changed my research, so that's the only thing. We got 100 across the board. That'll do. So my research for the Franklin, I haven't changed anything yet. I seem to have less power with the same crew, which is very bizarre. I can't seem to hit as many anymore, which is again very bizarre. I mean, in terms of the research, I'd quickly go to the research that I've got of the Franklin. When it loads. So I've been working on the Franklin obviously quite some time now. And in terms of the research, I mean, I've got Swarm weak points at 8 out of 10, which obviously gives you the bonus, the added bonus, which to be honest, this is the biggest thing. Out of all the research for the Swarm, this is the one that makes the most change or the most difference overall, I would say. And then all the others are level 6 at the moment. Obviously I can upgrade the others, which I will do eventually, just that they take a very long time. Like 9 days is a long time, 7 days, but we will work on just getting this one then to level obviously last 9 and 10. But yeah, I mean, this research has been like that for the last, I'd say, couple of weeks now. Yeah, for some reason today, I don't know why, but for some reason today we just weren't able to hit all 50 in one go when we normally can. We can normally max out our cargo in one go, which is kind of bizarre, but hey ho. I have a Franklin at tier 7 on my Ops 29 going to 30 US server game. Very good. Very, very good. Like I say, if you haven't already and you're new to the channel, one thing that I didn't do is work on the Franklin. The biggest mistake ever. Please work on your Franklin. It makes your life so much easier when it comes to swarms and dealing with swarms. And obviously you can progress the Franklin onto the Franklin Alpha, which is obviously substantially stronger, substantially more resource heavy as well, and costs a fortune, but it is substantially stronger, and you can take on the added level 35s and stuff like that. And then obviously you can get the nice little, wherever they are, resources. You can get obviously the biotics off it as well, which is also nice because they do give you a quite a substantial amount. Especially par steel, you get quite a decent amount. Bear in mind it's Ops 35, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, it's pretty decent overall. Obviously you need to scrap it and then you get this, but hey, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Just work on your Franklin. That's basically what I'm saying. Work on the Franklin because it's needed in the game and it's very, 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 very useful. Yeah, 2 maxed on your Ops 37. It's always helpful. Definitely helpful. Even if you have like the Franklin Alpha and 1 maxed normal Franklin, again, that's still ridiculously useful. So there is that as well. Alright, we still got a fair couple of minutes to go, so we'll just I don't know, just talk a little bit until it gets there. Not much else we can do, unfortunately. It's got 2 minutes to get there. Yeah, the preparation, yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's one of them where like the Franklin Alpha is definitely worth getting in the end. It's just one of them where, you know, it just costs a lot. You know, it's quite, like I say, it's quite, you know, heavy burden as such. So it's one of them. All right, Theo. Nearly there. Nearly there. Not too long now, which is always nice. We've only got a hit 4, I believe, so it's not too bad overall. It's actually not too bad because, like I say, we don't actually have to need to hit that many. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Right, 30 minutes and 1 run. My level 10 Franklin Alpha does all my swarm dailies. Yeah, exactly. The alpha's definitely worth getting in the end. And then probably goes with another, you know, get another, obviously, a normal Franklin and get that leveled up as well. And then you got basically 2, which is always, you know, pretty decent. I would say, pretty decent. But yeah, it's just, it is what it is. Right, now we've arrived. So we've got 4 basically to hit, I believe, and we'll do a little bit more due to, obviously, since we're already here, we may as well do a little bit more than just the 4. Because we may as well get it, essentially get it maxed out. Or, it's not maxed out, but certainly get it, you know, pretty high. In terms of the cargo, we can't spend all day either, because it takes forever. Well, it takes forever when you're not paying attention. Trying to focus on multiple things at the same time here. It's very hard. Yeah, J-Lo, yeah. Hopefully she does become more accessible because she is an officer that obviously a lot of people are, you know, trying to get hold of, for sure. So yeah, it would be nice to make her, you know, somewhat more accessible to, you know, a lot of players. So yeah, hopefully her shards do become more available with regards to, you know, finding her in the stores or finding her you know, in events, more as like swarm events in general, since she is obviously predominantly a swarm-based officer. So yeah, that would be nice to see, I would say. Very nice to see overall. I'm literally just not really paying attention here. Right. Let's get the next one going. Alright, here we go. At OS 35, you want the Franklin T9 and Vidar T9. Wish I had worked sooner on mine also. Yeah, I agree. Also not a tier. Yeah, I believe that is at tier 7. It is. So it's at tier 7. I've got 2 weapon upgrades on it. I'm working on getting towards my third weapon upgrade, which I need 104,000. So I'm currently halfway there, saved up to get that. And then the other stuff's not too bad because it's only 28. The warp engine's only 14, and the cargo bay, which is for some fucking bizarre reasons 28 as well. I don't know why it's this high, and I don't know why it costs this much to do a cargo bay, but hey ho, it does. So yeah, I'd like to get them. So there's another, basically, you know, 70,000 plus the 50 I need to get there as well. So I'm still looking at, you know, the best part of, you know, another 120,000 essentially. To get it to tier 8, and then obviously then I've got to get it through all of tier 8 to get it to tier 9, which is going to take even longer. I'm just hoping when I get to tier 8 I can go and hit the level 30 Borg probes rather than level 29s, because at least level 30s I can hopefully not spend as much time there hitting them, because obviously you get more from them, so hopefully we don't spend as much time there. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, we'll just have to basically wait and see when it comes to that. But hopefully, like I say, hopefully we won't spend as much time there. But like I say, it's one of them. We'll wait and see what happens. Hit you. Right. We're up to 5,200. Okay. Last couple. So we've done the dailies anyway, I believe. This should be now complete, which it is. So that's that done, which is the main thing. We'll get this to about 10,000, I think, and then we'll probably leave the swarm hunting there, because I don't want to invest in it too much today, because it just takes, everything just takes forever. So yeah, I'm not going to invest in it a huge amount today. But we'll get at least to 10,000, I would say, and then we might look into. I'll see what the time is, and we'll probably end the stream there once we've finished everything. We've had a little bit of a 10-15 minute chat about potential upcoming events, potential future things with the game, and then yeah, we'll probably leave it there. I think just due to there's not much else to do. In terms of what's left in terms of content, because I've pretty much all been done today, so there's not much else to do with that regard. And yeah, there's and I have got work in the morning, so I can't be on too late tonight, because like I say, work does take priority. So yeah, I've got work in the morning, so I don't know what these songs are today, but I hope you like them because I've never heard some of these before. It's just on the copyright free stuff, so it's nothing. Nothing. Hopefully, I get caught up on with regards to potentially having to pay people. But yeah, hopefully this stream's been somewhat entertaining as such. I know you're just basically watching me play the game in the background, but hopefully the chat's been the main thing, I would say. I think that the main part of the streams is it's the chat more than anything. That I would say most of yous come for. I don't know whether it is or not, but I would say most of yous come for the chat rather than the actual gameplay, because you all obviously have to do the gameplay yourselves. So I'd suggest it is the gameplay. If you haven't already as well, before we finish or anything, if you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit that like button on the stream. It does massively help me out, so I would be very appreciative if you did hit it. So yeah, we're in a good spot though. I would say today. We will be. I'll let everyone know when I go live again next. It probably, if I'm honest, won't be this week. However, from the weekend, we should, in theory, everything should be back to normal again from Monday next week. With regards to me not getting potentially deployed. I mean, it's still on the cards, but it's very likely like we're not going to go. And stuff like that, so we'll have to wait and see with regards to that one, but it like I say, at the moment it's seeming like we're probably not going to go, so I'm going to go with we're not going to go. So on Monday everything will resume back to normal. We'll get the 2 videos a week on the YouTube channel, we'll get the 2 streams a week on the YouTube channel, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't nothing else comes up basically. Hopefully. I can't promise anything for obvious reasons, but who knows? Hopefully nothing comes up in that time. But yeah, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Right, we're going to send this back anyway. We're going to have a little chat for about 10 minutes. If you've got any questions, got any things that you want to, burning questions about pretty much anything you want, doesn't really matter, then please do let me know in obviously the chat box. Like I say, we'll have a look at this view. We'll chat for the next 10 minutes or so, and then I'll probably end the stream there. So if you've got anything to ask or any burning questions for myself personally, then please do ask away. I will try my best to answer them as knowledgeably as I possibly can. Can't promise anything, obviously, but I'll try my best. But yeah, ask away if you have anything. If not, it's going to be a very boring 10 minutes. So please do ask away. Otherwise, yeah, like I say, this will be a very boring 10 minutes otherwise. But yeah, hopefully everything will be back to normal, and we can have a little bit more content from next week onwards if they're bringing out the new arc, the latest arcs and stuff like that. So hopefully we have a little bit more content to cover with regards to that, which will obviously be quite handy, since at the moment it's the thing with the Galactic War is it's a good event, and I don't mind the event. It's very the samey though, isn't it? That's the only problem with it. It's the same things over and over again. I just hit hostiles or something on the lines of that. So it's in that sense, it's not the best, I would say. It's definitely not the best. With regards to that. So when is a door not a door? Define what a door is though. So a door is, the terminology for a door is something that leads into something else. So whether that be it leads from one space to another space, that's what a door is. So a door would be not a door if that door opened and a wall was there, for example. That would be a door into... That would make it not a door, I would say, because I would define a door as something that leads you into another space. And that doesn't, because it leads you into the same space because it's a brick wall. So therefore it's not a door. It's a I don't know what you would class it as at that point, but I wouldn't class it as a door. When it's a jar. That's a very dad jokey there, man. It's a very dad joke. Oh, God. I did hear a couple of dad jokes today, actually. See if I can find them. See if I can find some PG dad jokes. I did hear a few today that were pretty decent, to be fair. I thought they were quite funny. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing, it just waved. What else have we got? I asked my dog, what's 2 minus 2? He said nothing. So yeah. A couple of dad jokes. If you got any dad jokes, then please do let us know. They are some of them are pretty amusing. They are quite amusing, I would say. I do like a good dad joke, to be fair. I always find them quite funny overall. But yeah, if you've got nothing else to say, there's no more dad jokes. What goes up and never comes down? Dunno. Goes up and never comes down. Air. I don't know. Don't know what goes on. Your age. Okay, yeah, fair one. Fair one. That is very true. Unfortunately, it doesn't come down, which is kind of problematic. But then saying that, if it did come down, then, you know, when would it start coming down? That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? You get to the age of like 50 and then you start de-aging. You got to work backwards again. That would be a very, very weird concept. Yeah. Very strange. I think there's a film like that though, isn't it? I'm sure there's a film where he... I can't remember it. Isn't it a Robin Williams film, potentially? Isn't he like started like 80 or something and then ends up as a baby? Something like that. I can't quite remember, but I think it's something on the lines of that. I feel like it is anyway. But yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Cannot remember what it's called to save me. But yeah, I feel like it's something like that anyway. Some women would tend to disagree with me sometimes. Yeah, these are very dad jokey. Right. Well, since we are at a point of no return with regards to the stream, because we've got pretty much nothing else to do, we've pretty much done everything we needed to do today, we will end the stream there. So thank you very much for everyone to coming along. Thank you for hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel if you have done so today. Other than that, we will finish on the same tune we always finish on, the same tune we always start on, and you know what time it is, guys. This is the future, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.
is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.